Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys join in, be a part here of the stream once again tonight on the channel here as we got Wemby back in action once again. Matchup was supposed to be the number 1 versus number 3 NBA draft picks from the draft, with Victor Wembanyama versus Scoot Henderson, but Scoot Henderson not playing tonight. Got injured in the third quarter for Scoot in the first game of the Summer League opener against Houston. Wemby, rough start to the Summer League for him, especially in the offensive side of the ball. He shot just 2 for 13 from the floor, 1 for 6 from three-point range, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He did have 5 total blocks, though, a lot to be admired with his defensive play that he had on the floor, especially at the rim. He was a monster, altering and blocking shots left and right. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, as we're going to tip off in just a moment. Take 2 for Wemby tonight. He's been taking in all the sights and sounds here out of Las Vegas for his San Antonio Spurs. Spurs went 2-0 in the California Classic without Wemby last week. They won their first Summer League game out of Vegas, 76-68 on Friday night. A defensive grind of a matchup. San Antonio led the scores 38-26 at halftime. What's good, Mario, Maliko? Welcome back to the stream. Vincent, welcome back in. Glad to have you guys join in, be a part here of the channel. The 2 players has really shined bright for San Antonio so far to Summer League. Those 2 players are Julian Champagnie. He had 20 points in the last game. One of the games he crossed the 30-plus point mark in the California Classic. And then Malachi Branham, he had 32 points against the Lakers last week, and he had 17 in the last game against Charlotte. So both of those guys, great Summer League so far from Champagnie and Branham. And then for Portland, coming off a crushing loss at the buzzer, Jabari Smith Jr. hit the game-winning buzzer beater to win 100-99 with Houston over Portland. So Portland yet to win Summer League game so far, 0-1. San Antonio 1-0. In the Las Vegas Summer League, Scoot Henderson, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Played 21 minutes left in the third quarter due to a shoulder injury, and he has been rolled out tonight for this game for Scoot Henderson, and unfortunately, due to the shoulder injury, he's going to rest for this game. Hey, what's good, Mario? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in, man. Gonna tip off in just a moment. So they got a Scoot stat line from yesterday's, or on Friday's matchup against Houston. 6 players scored in double figures for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe, he led the way. He had 21 points. Jabari Walker from Colorado. He had 15 points, 10 rebounds with a double-double. And Chris Murray picked up in the draft at number 23 from Iowa, younger brother of for Chris Murray, with his older brother Keegan, plays on Sacramento. Chris for the Portland Trailblazers. Starting five looks like this for San Antonio: Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, Julian Champagnie, Dominic Barlow, and Victor Wembanyama going up against Portland starters Michael DeVoe on the Georgia Tech, Shaedon Sharpe, Chris Murray from Iowa, Jabari Walker, and Abo Badji. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and here we go. Wemby. Take two in action tonight. Spurs, black jerseys, white numbers, white letters. They got the San Antonio logo out in the front. Portland goes in the white jerseys tonight, black numbers, black letters, as we are underway for the opening tip of this matchup, and Portland controls the opening tip. So left to right on the floor, Blazers have it first with the first possession. Top of the key with number 41, that is Abu Badji from FC Barcelona, listed at 7'1". This is actually a good battle here because Badji, 7'1", 240, going up against Wemby. Wemby, I'm interested to see how he does against a stronger big in this game. Missed jumper by Michael DeVoe off the turnaround of the free throw circle. Rebound controlled by San Antonio. Vegas, what's good? Welcome back in, man. First possession of the game for the Spurs now. Wesley sends it over to Champagnie at the left wing. Champagnie takes the three. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. The rebound pulled down by Jabari Walker for Portland. Yeah, so there's two Champagnies. So they are two brothers. One of them plays in the Celtics for the Summer League team. And then the other Champagnie brother, Julian, plays on San Antonio. So Julian and Justin Champagnie, both brothers. And actually, because Julian never played on Boston. It's Justin, the other brother, who played college hoops at Pittsburgh, and then Julian played college hoops at St. John's. Portland comes out with a steal, far side of the floor. Up the floor now with number 34, Jabari Walker, swings it out to the right wing. Here's a three. That's good. Michael DeVoe, first shot of the game made, this time for the Blazers. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's too funny there with JD. Spurs with possession. Blake Wesley. He's shown a lot of great burst in the Summer League from Notre Dame. Played one season at Notre Dame. Jumper taken by Wemby. Missed off the front rim. A lot of ISO ball in the last game by Wemby. Just squares up for the 18-footer. Missed off the rim short. So Wemby here 0 for 1 from the floor. Three-point shot missed straight away by Portland right back. Rebound control by Dominic Barlow of San Antonio. Outside, Branham feeds Champagnie, takes the three, off the front and no good. Offensive rebound, Wemby's triple team, but he got it poked away and turned it over. Had a good opportunity to put it up on a putback for Wemby. Came up with an offensive rebound, but just had the ball ripped away from him as Portland has it back. 7:50 left to go in the first. And that's the thing I really want to see much more out of Wemby. He needs to show that he's got a dog-type mentality. Stop, pop, jumper, that is good for two. Inside the key. Michael DeVoe, he's got all five so far for the Blazers. And Wemby's yet to show like any sort of physicality. He's just getting out-hustled by everybody else on the floor. He's got to show something with like a dog of physicality type mentality and just hasn't been able to show that. Wemby tries to go up for the rebound. Couldn't get to a great box out there by Portland. Blazers up the floor now. And the pass gets intercepted. Branham comes out with a steal. 3-on-2 with a fast break. Branham right to the rim. No good. Put back chance right there though. As that will not count. It looks like the fall occurred before the shot, but good opportunity by Champagnie for the tip. They're not going to count the tip in good, though. So the clock will stop with 7:10 left to go in the first, and this will be free throws coming up at the line. 2 shots for San Antonio. Malachi Branham at the free throw line. He started over 30 games last year as a rookie from Ohio State. First one is good. Second shot missed off the back rim. Great rebound ripped away there off the snatch by Champagnie. Passes Cutter, throws it down. Two-handed dunk by Blake Wesley. It's been basically a three-man show this Summer League for San Antonio. Julian Champagnie, Malachi Branham, and Blake Wesley really breaking out as well. 6:50 left to go in the first. Michael DeVoe, he's got all 5 points so far from Georgia Tech and called in the travel. Around the screen, he turns it over. Hey, what's good, Joanne? Ice Ice Baby, welcome back to the stream. Malachi Branham with it. Wemby rolls down. Branham dribbles up to the elbow. Lobs it over to Wemby. Wemby double teamed at the right block. Wemby shovels it over to the free throw circle. Jumper. Barlow off the back rim missed, and a rebound controlled by Portland. Portland with all 5 points so far by Michael DeVoe. And the Blazers turn it over. San Antonio comes up with it. Crossover. Oh, nice crossover right there by Barlow. Couldn't get it a stick, though. He missed it. Portland looking for something. Both of these teams in a scoring drought as of late. And no good. Overshot the ball. Over the rim at the low block for the center. Listed at 7'1" for Portland with number 41, Abu Badji. San Antonio gives it away. Steal by Portland. The lob out to the perimeter. Murray. Pass it over to DeVoe. DeVoe with all 5 so far. They got out to a 5-zip start. It's been a stone-cold game, just like the last one, too. If you wanted a ton of scoring, you got in the last game. Huge rejection. Barlow denies his man right at the post, and here's a 3 straight away. Branham missed off the mark. Offensive rebound. Wemby puts it up, and Wemby gets fouled. So Wemby will shoot 2 at the free throw line now. I'm trying to see if there's anything on Andre Jackson. I've yet to hear him signing yet, so I was looking up to see if there was anything about Andre Jackson. I don't think there's anything yet, though, if he has signed with Milwaukee yet. Hey, what's good? Liam on the stream. Welcome in. Happy birthday, Brian. As looks like we're going to take a timeout on the floor right now. So, wow, slow start in this game. We got 5:14 left to go in the first timeout in the night. And the score is just 5-3. Wow, San Antonio, the game that they played against the Lakers in the California Classic, they were on fire. They scored, I think, like 20 points in the first, 6 minutes of the game, and here they are, just 3 on the board. Wemby's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 here, coming up out of the timeout. So, Wemby was perfect at the free throw line the last game. He's got 3 rebounds. I want to see more hustle out of him. For Wemby in terms of being stronger with the basketball, because he's going up against stronger, more bulkier centers now. This is actually a good, in terms of body size to get the matchup. This is a pretty good matchup for a test for Wemby, because the starting center they got for Portland right now, Abu Badji, is listed at 7'1", 240 pounds. Yeah, Wemby's only 225, so Wemby being 2 inches taller, 7'3", 225, and he's going up against the starting center for Portland, 7'1", 240. And then, yeah, they got some really good, size for this Blazers team, so this is actually a good, test. John Butler out of Florida State. He's on the roster for Portland. John Butler, he can shoot threes, too. 7-footer at 190. For John Butler. So Wemby will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. First one, no good, rattled out. That's his first missed free throw of the Summer League. Second shot by Wemby, no good off the front rim. Just a high arcing rainbow in it. Couldn't get enough on that one. 5:05 left to go in the first, and this is just a stone cold game between these two teams. Nobody can put the ball into the bucket. Portland with the ball top of the key. Dribbling up to the right elbow. Shaedon Sharpe lobs it over the top. Has possession. Scores. That's through for 2. That's the big fella. Number 41, Abu Badji. 7-3 now. Wemby receives the pass. Takes the jumper. Wemby swishes it. Is finally on the board. Actually, they got a change of the center position right now. This is Dewap Reith, number 68 now into the game. 6'11", 245. This is actually a pretty good matchup as Wemby takes up the floor, trying to slice between the defenders, got knocked down, he got fouled. So reach and fall picked up by Portland. The clock will stop with 4:30. Nathan on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, he's going to have to build up a ton of muscle. I worry, man, for Wemby. He just got taken down to the ground. Just working on number 72, Ryan Rupert, the one who picked up the foul. So Wemby's going to head towards the bench right now. 4:30 left to go in the first. He's going to get a breather. Just every single time he falls down, you got to worry about this man because of how tall he is, built like a popsicle stick right now. Leaner, Eric Stevenson floated up 15-footer, missed off the back iron, rebound collected by Portland. Blazers with it up the floor. Sharp at the top of the free throw circle, dribbles up, had it poke loose. We get a reach and fall though, picked up by San Antonio. Yeah, I really hope that he's able to bulk up and gain a ton more muscle. Chet came back in the off season, and Chet, he's been able to put on much more muscle. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you back in. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Blazers by 2 and a very slow start here offensively. Jumper from the baseline. That missed over the rim. Off the mark by Shaedon Sharpe, and the ball got deflected out of bounds by Dewap Reith. Basketball rolling into hardwood. Battle for it. The Summer League logos. We get a tie up here. City Sissoko was tied up with Ryan Rupert. So this will be a jump ball here at midcourt between Sissoko and Rupert. Ball gets tipped up and San Antonio controls it. So right now, Wemby currently on the bench. 3:40 left to go in the first. He's got 2 points so far for Wemby. Champagnie dribbles up, floats up the runner at the mid-block. Missed off the mark, and the rebound controlled by Portland with Dewap Reith. Nothing going on offensively for San Antonio. Stuck at 5 points for a long time. Portland's been stuck at 7 for a long time, and a travel violation called on the Blazers. This has just been a brick fest so far. These two teams cannot put the ball in the basket whatsoever. 2 for 11 shooting by San Antonio. Portland right now shooting the ball 3 for 10. 3:25 left to go in the first quarter. Blake Wesley uses the screener. Kick out to the corner, and we'll have an offensive foul picked up by San Antonio. So a turnover right back by the Spurs. It's charged to Charles Bediako. And Charles Bediako, he's active, especially on the glass. Physical type of motor player for him. Just gonna be able to build up the minutes for him because he can do damage on the glass. Nice kick out here to the corner. Open three. Splash. That's good. Finally, somebody scores. That is John Butler Jr. for Portland. 7-footer from Florida State. And he can drill threes. This ball gets stolen away. Accelerating right to the rim. Missed the wide open slam dunk. Shaedon Sharpe. He missed a wide open slam dunk off the steal out in the clear. Man, this game is just embarrassing right now. .241 left to go in the first. Looks like we'll take a timeout on the floor. I want to see if they're going to bring up a replay of that. Shaedon Sharpe. They will not. Shaedon Sharpe jumped the route, intercepted the ball, and then soared up for the slam dunk and completely missed it. 10-5 to score with 2:41 left in the first quarter. This has just been abysmal right now in terms of scoring. Wallet Health on the street, welcome in. I did not hear that name. Sky, welcome in. Wemby was on the bench a couple minutes ago. He had started the game. So Wemby's got 2 points so far. 1 for 2. He's played 6 minutes. 4 rebounds. Hopefully both of these teams can start to come out of this timeout and make their shots, because this has just been a nightmare. Nobody can score. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Jabari Smith Jr., what a summer league for him. He really struggled in the first half against Portland on Friday night. He had just 4 points going into the halftime. Into halftime, he exploded to finish the game above 30, plus the game winner. And then today, he went for 38 points for Jabari Smith Jr., so he has found his rhythm. For the Houston Rockets, we come out of the timeout now. San Antonio, 2 shots at the free throw line. First one's good. Champagny at the line. Second shot by Champagny. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. It's hauled in at the baseline by DeWop of Portland. Number 53 for the Blazers takes up the floor. Jaziak Lottie. His pass went off the hands of John Butler Jr. Turnover. Sissoko Euro step right to the rim. Punches it down with a right-handed finish by City Sissoko. There you go. Steal and dunk. Great explosiveness right there by Sissoko. 2:10 left to go in the first. They'll try it again. Shaedon Sharp was the one who turned it over off his fingertips in the last play. Sharp almost turned it over there. Lucky that his teammate Lottie was right place, right time. And we get a whistle here and a foul picked up on the floor with 2:02 remaining. Another reach-in foul charge to San Antonio. So Portland gets the inbounds. Lottie swings it out to the right wing into the hands to DeWop Reith. Passes down to the baseline. Oh, nice shovel. Double clutch, no good. Reith cleans it up, though. Two-handed jam off the putback by DeWop Reith, number 68 for Portland. Looking for the pocket pass. Missed the mark by Stevenson. That's a turnover by San Antonio. Butler, extra pass over to the wing. Goes over to Lottie. Lottie, dump off down low. There's a bucket. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Ryan Rupert. Now we got scoring. 14-8 with 1:25 left to go in the first. Malachi Branham looking to get his team more points on the board. Champagny takes the jumper. Deep 2 off the front rim missed. And the rebound secured by Portland. Blazers shoot out of the pack. Euro step. Going right to the rim. It's good for 2 more by Rupert. 16-8. Blazers start to be the aggressor right now in this game. What Wemby can help out with is rim protection, and right now, with Wemby on the bench, they don't have any sort of rim protection going on. Final minute left to go in the first. Branham drives, blocked by Portland. Portland's got some solid size in their team. Multiple big men on this roster for Portland. That was DeWop who came up with a block. DeWop listed at 6'11". He's on the floor at the same time as John Butler Jr. listed at 7 feet tall. Top of the key into the hands to Shaedon Sharp. Goes over to Lottie. Lottie, step back 3 in the air. Connects. They have found their rhythm. For the Blazers, without Scoot Henderson, 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 9-zip run by Portland. Branham, jumper, 15-footer. Missed off the back rim, no good. Tipped off the glass, offensive rebound. Put back not there by Bediako. And Butler Jr. comes up with it for Portland at the baseline. Shot clock turned off. What a nightmare of a first quarter here by San Antonio. Just 8 total points. In 10 minutes of action, Portland with a final possession. 10 seconds left to go with the Summer League logo. Jacek Lottie dribbles inside the key, floats it up, pushes. Yep. He pushed off here. Yes, he did. Offensive foul. Pushing off on Stevenson, who took the charge, and San Antonio will have possession for the final possession here at the end of one. Eric Stevenson takes the charge. Lottie with an offensive foul. 4.7 seconds left to go in the first. Inbound to Branham, gives over to Champagnie, crosses midcourt, takes the three. Off the mark, no good. We close out at the end of the first quarter. 19-8, Portland leads right now through one quarter. Rough quarter for the Spurs. Wemby played a half of the minutes, or he played 6 of the minutes out of 10 in the first quarter. This is what we got. The top scorer with just 2 total points for San Antonio. 2 points by Wemby on 1 for 2 shooting in 6 minutes, has 4 rebounds. 2 points by Blake Wesley, 2 points by Sidi Sissoko. Julian Champagnie, he played the most minutes out of anybody for the Spurs. He had been going off in the Summer League, but tonight he's been shut down. 10 minutes played, 1 point on 0 for 5 shooting by Champagnie. Malachi Branham, he's also been great in the other Summer League games. Tonight, struggling. 0 for 4 shooting, 8 minutes played by Branham, 1 point. There's just nothing going on for San Antonio to attack the rim in this game. And, just no quality possessions. Yeah, I hope Kyle Teal will do well. So here in Red Sox just drafted him. Yeah, I didn't follow much Virginia, so I don't know like much about him for Kyle Teal. But yeah, hopefully it'll turn out to be a great pick there. Hey, there we go. Celtics 35 minutes ago signing J.D. Davison over to a 2-way contract. They're actually playing right now, too, as I speak. Celtics up by 1 at the half over the Wizards, 52-51. Scoot's out tonight in this game. He's out due to a shoulder injury in the first game. Back to action, start to the second quarter. Kick out to the quarter here. Here's a 3 missed off the mark by Portland. Offensive rebound as they'll maintain it. Wemby is back into the game for San Antonio. So still, even though Scoot has played 3 quarters and Wemby has played 5 quarters now, counting as 6th currently of action. So Wemby is doubling Scoot in quarters played. Scoot is outscoring Wemby still 15-11. And that's in the entire Summer League. Inbound for Portland, top of the key. Jacek Lottie. Lottie shovels downhill over to Duaparith. And a little bit of contact right there with him and Stevenson as the clock will stop. Hey, what's good? Michael in the stream. Welcome in. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, no problem, Jeffrey. Whenever you have a chance, feel free to stop on by. Hope your nephew's wedding went well. Seems like this possession has gone on for the longest amount of time. San Antonio is yet to possess the ball, and the game clock is at 9:15 in the second quarter. So the first 45 seconds, Portland has possessed it, and finally San Antonio will. That shot goes short, attempted by Jacek Lottie. Stevenson sends it over to Branham. Branham, his dish got stolen away. Justin Minaya from Providence in South Carolina came up with a steal. Here's a three from the outside. That comes out way short. Might have got a piece of that one. Rupert got it blocked. Here goes Branham. Kick out to the corner. Baseline drive, Sissoko. And Sissoko gets fouled. The clock will stop with 8:33 now remaining in the second. Nothing really much so far for Wemby. Wemby gets the inbound. We'll see if he does something. Pass over to Stevenson. Stevenson takes the three, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound, though, goes right back to Barlow. Over to Stevenson. Takes the jumper. Got it. Finally, somebody can make something for San Antonio. Eric Stevenson, the deep two. Blazers with possession. Jacek Lottie. He gets rejected out of bounds by Stevenson. And Wemby also there. Actually, they're going to credit Wemby with that block. So Stevenson was there alongside him too. And that is blocked by Wemby. So Wemby gets a piece of that ball. Inbound to the corner. Here's a three left corner. Missed off the rim short. Battle for the rebound. Hauled in by Barlow, but Barlow pushed off. So it's going to be over the back charge to Barlow. Yeah, hope so, man. This Blazers team, like, I'm looking at the roster, like, before when I took a look at the roster, I'm like, some of these names, they did not play college. Some of these players came from, like, international countries, played in, like, another country. We got another lengthy possession by Portland. That goes through. So actually, they're going to give them the bucket and the foul. Look like, I thought the contact was before the shooting motion, but Michael DeVoe inside the key flipped up the shot. Got it to go. +1 at the free throw line for Michael DeVoe. Free throw, missed off the rim short. Wemby collects the defensive rebound. That's his 5th rebound of the game. 3 of those defensive boards, 2 of those offensive rebounds. Blake Wesley moves it on top over to Barlow. Barlow, with another 8 minutes left to go before halftime, puts the ball into the hands of Branham, sends it over to Wemby at the right wing. Wemby takes the jumper, deep two. Oh, he hits it. Wemby right there. He could show you what he could do with that one. We'll see if that gets him going here in the Summer League. Rises up for the 18-footer. It was a fall away to his left. That's the special part about his game right there. If he can just be able to compile those together instead of, like, knocking down that shot like every 1 out of 10 shots and start to get some consistency with that, that will be incredible. Wemby 1-on-1 off the crossover. Dribbled up from the perimeter over to the top of the free throw circle and just went towards his left, fall away and drilled it. Here's a step back 3 in the air, missed off the front by Sharp. Offensive rebound controlled by Portland though by Minaya. On the far side of the floor, got poked loose by Barlow. It's going to stay Portland ball. So 7:17 left to go before halftime. Inbound for the Blazers. Bounce pass over to number 41, Abu Badji, back into the game. Handoff, DeVoe takes the 3, splash. Michael DeVoe looking pretty solid so far tonight. Drills it. And he is the top scorer of the game for DeVoe. He's got 10. Lone player in double figures. Under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. DeVoe played college hoops at Georgia Tech. Blake Wesley rises up for the jumper. 18-footer, no good. Offensive rebound. Here we get a putback. Wemby comes out with a putback, raises the roof, and here he goes. 24-14. Back-to-back buckets by Wemby. Blazers with possession. DeVoe. Defending the outside by Branham. Dribbles up inside the key. DeVoe shovels down low over to Duop, and that will be a travel violation picked up by Portland. So DeVoe called him the travel. It's going to go right back to San Antonio. Wemby taking in the sights and sounds of the Vegas Summer League. That's what you like to see, improvements. Actually, they called the foul down low. I believe it was on Wemby, so they actually called the foul down low on Wemby here. Ball goes back to Portland. Shot clock down to 3, forcing up a tough shot. Wemby comes up with the shot altered, and here goes the Spurs with a Wemby receives the pass. Oh, he throws it down. Wemby, right-handed flush, running the floor right there, 24-16. Now he's looking like a video game. Took him 6 quarters to finally find his rhythm, and this dude is looking like a complete machine right now. The reason why he was picked at number 1. 6 quarters to figure it out, and he's finally got it right now, erupting like a volcano. DeVoe on the outside, defended by Champagny. DeVoe with the free throw circle, takes the jumper, swoosh. 16-footer straight away, drills it by Michael DeVoe. He's got 12. Finally, this game's starting to pick up in the scoring column. Spurs with possession. Wesley crosses the midcourt logo. Blake Wesley sends it on top over to Wemby. Wemby, 8 on the shot clock. Off the screen, dribbles up. Spin move, gives it over to Branham. Branham, step back 3 in the air. Off the front rim, no good. A rebound ripped away by Shaedon Sharpe out of Portland. Wemby right now the top scorer for San Antonio. 8.6 rebounds and 3 blocks. Much, much better game compared to Friday night. Corner 3, that's good. That's a tough shot right there for the Blazers. Number 34, Jabari Walker laces it up and he connects on it. Spurs looking for something. Branham. Dish over to Wemby. Wemby, tough contact down low, and Wemby gets knocked down and fouled. Wemby taking on the challenge of bulkier big men going up against. Taking on number 41, Abo Badji. 7'1", 240 pounds from FC Barcelona. Wow. Wemby a couple minutes ago running the floor, received the outlet pass, threw it down. That dunk was directly over Justin Minaya a couple minutes ago. We'll take the timeout on the floor right here. 4:52 left to go before halftime. It will be 2 free throws coming up by Wemby out of the timeout. We'll see if he can get up to 10 points, but he has finally found his rhythm right now. 8.6 rebounds, 3 blocks on 4 for 5 shooting in 10 minutes by Wemby. Took him 6 quarters to figure it out, but he has just found his rhythm right now. What's good, Jay Ramirez? Welcome back to the stream, man. Yeah, stuff takes time. It just doesn't happen overnight. Like, I believe he only had logged in like 3 practices with those guys. Like, no matter how good of a player you are, just if you got like 1 practice with a brand new team and you're the best player in the league, I mean, you're not gonna drop down 40 the next game. I would doubt it. Like it takes time to get used to the team chemistry and everything. Ain't no going back from this performance. He has just hit the jets running. It's a slow start for him in the first 6 minutes, and then once we turned the page into the second quarter, he finally found it. 4 for 5 shooting, 8 points by Wemby now. He'll look to see if he could be the first one to double figures. If he makes both of these free throws, we come back to action. 2 shots at the charity stripe here for Wemby. Went 0 for 2 his first time, looking to redeem himself as he has just been red hot lately. First one's good. Second free throw. And that comes up short. Rebound collected by Portland by Chris Murray. Chris Murray, the younger brother of Keegan Murray for Sacramento. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back in the stream, man. We got 4:40 left to go before halftime. Jumper, deep two, missed off the mark for Portland. They do get the tip in, though, right back to Wap. Reed, number 68, able to get the tip, followed up that miss. So 31-17 now. If you guys are just joining in, Wemby, the top scorer for San Antonio, got 9 points right now, and he's been able to get into a rhythm. A couple of highlight reel plays last few minutes here in the second quarter after a slow start in the first quarter. Really been able to turn on the Jets in the second. Turnover committed by San Antonio. Portland right to the rack. That is good off the double clutch, up and in off the backboard. Michael DeVoe having a great game tonight for the Blazers. Scores for two. Wemby thinks about taking the three. Willie, jab step top of the key. 14 on the shot clock. Jumbles up. Rises for the jumper. Oh, he got knocked down and fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Wemby. Yeah, it's going to be scary every single time you see this man hit the floor because he's built like a toothpick. He's going up against a bigger, bulkier, or more so just like a bulkier big man. Not taller, but in terms of like a block of a body. This is actually a good challenge for Wemby tonight because he's taking on centers who's got much stronger muscle mass and bulk to them. Getting the start was 7'1" Abu Badji from FC Barcelona, listed at 7'1", 240 pounds. So Wemby makes the first free throw. Guarding him in the last possession was Dewap Reet, number 68, listed at 6'11", 245 pounds. And they got another center who's yet to play so far, Jaime Echenike from Columbia in Wichita State. And he is listed at 6'11", 258. Plus John Butler Jr., who's more known to play the 4 position instead of the 5, a 7-footer from Florida State. So Wemby made both of the free throws, 33-19. We have 3:45 left to go in the second quarter. Wemby's up to 11, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. It's on 4 for 5 shooting in 12 minutes. What's good, Jacob? Welcome back to the stream, man. Thanks for joining in, man. And it looks like the Blazers will take a timeout here. So Portland will take a timeout. 14-point lead for the Blazers. It's good to see that finally we've got some scoring on the scoreboard because this was not the case starting off this game tonight. It was stone cold. If you guys are just joining in, the score is 19-8 at the end of the first quarter. San Antonio could not buy a bucket. And they still can't buy a bucket. For the most part, they're 0 for 7 from 3-point range. They're 7 for 25 shooting. And Portland's shooting 44% from the floor. They made 5 threes in this game. Michael DeVoe looking great. 14 points in 9 minutes, 6 for 7 shooting. And they're up by 14 points, and Shaedon Sharpe is yet to do anything so far. Shaedon Sharpe, no point, 0 for 7 from the floor for Shaedon Sharpe. The rest of his teammates have been pretty solid, though, in this game. If you guys are doing the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Glad to have you guys join in and be a part here of the channel. I cover basketball action on this channel for streams of NBA and college hoops games as we get back to action. 3:45 left to go before halftime, and Portland up by 14 has possession. Inside the key, they'll move it out to the perimeter. That's a 3, and that is good. Show the touch right there from 3-point range, number 68. Dewap Reet listed at 6'11", and he just drilled a 3. Down low to the rim. Bucket's good by Barlow. +1 at the free throw line. Yeah, they got a couple international players in this Portland team who look solid. Might really be able to crank out an opportunity to be on the roster for the Blazers for these guys. Free throw is good by Dominic Barlow. 14-point game again. Down low. The shot gets floated up. The shot is good. Number 34, Jabari Walker. Strong bucket. Inside a key from Colorado for the Buffaloes for Walker. Driving down the hill to the rim. Missed it short off the rim by Barlow. Rebound controlled by Portland. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Michael DeVoe has been the player of the game so far for Portland. Gives the pass out to the left wing. Dribbles up. Takes the deep 2 jumper. Missed off the back rim. And Shaedon Sharpe, nothing to go for tonight. 0 for 8 shooting. Here's a pass out to the wing. Launching the 3. City Sissoko from downtown drills it. Target range right there. Wide open in the clear by Sissoko. .230 left to go before halftime. Oh, that's great. So, playing some Cape Cod League. Yeah, so the Red Sox will be used to him, like, based on the scouting background or so. Here's a outlet pass ahead of the pack over to Blake Wesley, and he gets a wedgie. Basketball gets wedged in between the backboard and the rim towards the right side, as that will result in a wedgie by Blake Wesley, trying to go for the wraparound layup. Late contest there by Jabari Walker from the side, and referees actually called Walker on the blocking foul, so this will send Wesley to the free throw line to shoot 2. So even though it was a wedgie, it will not be a jump ball. It was contact in the shooting hand. The first one's good by Wesley. Second shot missed off the front rim. Rebound corralled by Shaedon Sharpe. Cooper Flag. Oh, wow. That's amazing. 71 points there through 2 games. Wow. Yeah, good for him, man. Final 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Open jumper. Barlow takes it, makes it. Cutting into this lead. Yeah, Jawad Parith, number 68. I'm looking up his bio. Nationality came from Australia and South Sudan with his family roots. So he actually attended high school out in the western part of Australia for Reith. Yeah, they got a lot of like promising players on Portland. Like a lot of these guys, I was looking at the roster before this game. I'm like, where did some of these players come from? Because I didn't see their name on any sort of college roster or so. So a good chunk of these players came from like international roots for the Blazers. That's part of a 3-point play. They just got the bucket plus the free throw. 1:25 left to go before half. San Antonio gets back the ball. Blake Wesley. Top of the key, moves over to Brandon. Wemby's still on the bench right now, so it's been a while since Wemby has checked into the game, and Stevenson coughs it up, turns it over. A steal by Portland. The lob goes inside the paint to number 34, Jabari Walker. Walker with a turnaround, and he pushed off and committed the offensive foul. So turnover by Portland. That is their 7th turnover tonight. San Antonio with 9. Now we're down to the final minute before halftime. Wemby's been the most impressive Spur tonight. Julian Champagnie and Malachi Branham, those two guys have been having strong games, but tonight they've been struggling. 3-point shot is good straight away. It's a 10-point game. That's a make by Blake Wesley from the top. 35 seconds left to go before half. Michael DeVoe has it at the top of the key. Takes the 3 over Branham. Skidded off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Hauled in the corner by Chris Murray for Portland. Another chance for the Blazers. Shot clock down to 6. Game clock down to 24. DeVoe dribbles, drives, Euro step to the rim, puts it off the glass, no good. Tipped over to Stevenson for the defensive rebound. Stevenson passes on the break, Euro step in, jam, throws it down. That's by Barlow with a two-handed flush. 8-point game now with 10 seconds left before half. DeVoe at the Summer League logo, swings it out, skip pass, right corner. Baseline drive to the rim, up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Jabari Walker with 9/10 of a second left. That's a great skip pass right there by Michael DeVoe. And we take it into halftime. Portland 43, San Antonio 33. Wemby, 11 points, the top player for the Spurs tonight. Michael DeVoe leading the way with 17 points in the game. The game high score so far going into half. 70% shooting at 7 for 10 from the floor. So yeah, if you guys are just joining in, much better game by Wemby tonight. Didn't look like that in the first quarter. At one point, Wemby had just started off his 6th quarter of NBA Summer League action, and at one point it was Wemby who had 11 points total combined in Summer League action, and with a 9 he had on Friday, plus the 2 he had to start off the game in the first quarter, in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter. And Scoot Henderson, he's only played 3 quarters so far in the Summer League, did not play today due to an injury in the first game. Scoot Henderson has 15 points so far in the Summer League in that first game. So at one point, Scoot Henderson was outscoring Wemby 15-11, where Scoot only played 3 quarters in the Summer League. Wemby played 6, and then all of a sudden, in that second quarter, Wemby started to take over. He had a couple buckets in a row for Wemby and started to look like what we saw in the highlight film by Wemby, looking like a video game. Running up the floor, he received an entry pass. He just soared up and drew down this monstrous dunk over Justin Minaya, and looked like Space Jam out there, how he was soared up so high. There was a ridiculous deep 2 that he made. He started off his dribble around the top of the perimeter, went up to the top of the free throw circle, towards his left, and went for a left follow-away jumper contested by a defender, and he sunk it. Those are the shades of Wemby right there. The reason why he was picked at number 1, and he went on a tear in that middle portion of the second quarter for him. 11.6 rebounds, 2 blocks by Wemby, 4 for 5 shooting, 12 total minutes so far, getting into a groove. He's been unstoppable when he was on there in that middle portion of the second quarter. Yeah, it's going to be really different. I'm shocked they're doing it so early for the in-season tournament. I don't know. It's just going to be different. But some of it I do like, because I feel like it's going to take away from the load management. It will make less load management. But in terms of what the NBA players are on for contracts and stuff like that, the cash prizes aren't that much in terms of NBA level salary for star players and stuff like that. That you might have one of these teams that might not even be an NBA Finals contender, that could very well win that in-season tournament, that could come out of nowhere and win the in-season tournament, but not considered as a contender or so. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I feel like for a lot of the teams, they're gonna have their minds focused on winning the championship, because once you get to mid-April when playoff starts, it just becomes a marathon. That playoff season It's just an absolute marathon, and it's different because for the in-season tournament, you're playing different type of teams, whereas once you get to the playoffs, it's all about how you match up against that other team specifically in that matchup, because you're playing a seven, like a best of seven series. I feel like that in-season tournament could have somebody random just win it. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if it's like Sacramento or somebody that comes out and wins that in-season tournament. I feel like Oklahoma City could be a team that does like really well and makes a deep run in that in-season tournament. It's just you have like a lot of good teams, but are they focused for the in-season tournament, or are they going to be more just so focused on winning a championship? That's the thing. What's good, Low-Key Demon Skywave? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining in. Right now, just at halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hey, there we go. The T-Wall is going to take that for Low-Key Demon there. Yeah, definitely could picture somebody random taking that. I saw the Celtics poll that they have. The Celtics poll is, looking at it yesterday, in my opinion, that's the easiest out of all that Boston got. Boston got the Nets, the Raptors, the Bulls, and the Magic. So that's their pod they get put in. Wizards up over the Celtics in Summer League action, 75-71. Nobody really sticking out in this game. Looking at Boston's box score. Yeah, nobody specifically is like taking over the game or so. Jordan Walsh struggling though tonight, just 2 for 10 shooting. Yeah, I found it odd that it's going to take place in December. Like, that time of December, there's usually some good games for college basketball that's going on. For some, like, ranked games or like, a type of challenge that's going on, like the Big East Big 12 Challenge. Um, Usually it's around that time that they have, like, the CBS Sports Classic. It's, like, it's about, like, a week and a half or 2 weeks after Thanksgiving, where they're having those games take place around that time. So it's definitely going to be a lot of stuff basketball packed related by that time going on. Yeah, these groups, looking at the West right here, some of these groups are looking great. Yeah, this is the most intriguing one, I feel like. Group A out of the West, you got the Lakers, you got the Suns, and you got the Grizzlies in this group. And then Utah looking like they could be better this upcoming season, and then the Blazers are part of that group. Also, Group C is pretty interesting too. The Kings and the Warriors, those two rematching up against each other. After that, the Thunder, the T-Wolves, and the Spurs. Any of those teams honestly can like shock people out of that grouping as well. So yeah, that is still in flux. Looks like it's gonna be Derek White. Derek White is the starting point guard right now, but I wouldn't be shocked if Brad Stevens pulls off a big trade. You got all these assets. I feel like it's gonna be coming sometime this summer. Watch for the month of August. So here we go. Back to the second half of action. Wemby back on the floor. Wemby floats it up over the top. Has position. Barlow blocked at the rim. And Portland gets the basketball back. Great rejection right there by number 41, Abu Badji. Blazers have possession. Badji Hands it off to Sharp. Sharp, his pass deflected. Stolen away by Wemby. Here goes Wemby up the floor. Shovels, and nobody there. That's a turnover. So it's going to go right back to Portland. I'm not sure how long Scoot will be out. I heard that he's out for this game for rest due to the shoulder injury, but there wasn't like any sort of info about how long he would be out. Wemby receives the pass, goes up for the up fake, tried to throw down a slam dunk, and he got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. 9 minutes left to go in the third as Wemby will shoot 2. Let's see. Wemby receives the entry pass. Up fake over the big boy for Portland, number 41, Abu Badji, listed at 7'1", 240. Wemby will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. First one's up. First one is good. Gets the bounce in. Second shot by Wemby right down the middle. Looking to catapult his team from a comeback here. Largest deficit in this game at one point was 14, I believe. We have 8:50 left to go. Here's a jumper from the perimeter. Missed off the mark. Skipped around the rim and out by Jabari Walker. Chance to put it up, though. It's good. +1. Abu Badji, number 41, off the putback. He scores up and in off the glass. +1 coming up at the free throw line as he targets Barlow. He's from Senegal. Missed the free throw short off the mark by Badji. Rebound goes to Wembanyama. Wemby up to 8 rebounds now. Blake Wesley has it at the top. Moves it over to Brandon. Lob goes to Wemby. Wemby at the left elbow. Wemby dribbles left baseline. Floats it up. Off the back rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Wemby up underneath. He scores up and in off the backboard. +1 coming up at the free throw line. Oh, man, where did he come from on that possession? I thought that looked like a disaster of a possession. He completely rushed the shot. At the baseline, goes behind the rim, comes up, battles 2 opponents for the rebound, tips it up, gets it himself over 2 other defenders, and puts it back up and in. He went behind the backboard off his missed shot. The free throw is good. 3-point play complete by Wemby. Dude just took it into R1 right there in a PlayStation controller on Turbo. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks tonight by Wemby, 5 for 7 shooting from the floor. He completely knew that he botched that shot, so he went up and followed it up, and he out-hustled 2 other opponents for it. Straightaway 3 open, skipped around the rim, and it went in off the tip. It won't be charged a 3-point maker, will it? It will be charged a 3. Wow, so that results in a 3. I wasn't sure if Portland got a fingertip on it to get the tip in back, but it counts as a 3-point shot made by Michael DeVos that skipped around and it went in without being touched by an opponent. Here goes the rebound by Portland off the miss by San Antonio. Blazers with it, attacking downhill right to the rim, no good. And they did get fouled. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Shaedon Sharpe. Clock will stop with 7:46. Shaedon Sharpe struggling tonight in this game. Still has yet to score. 0 for 9 shooting. No points in 20 minutes. Yeah, he's been looking great for Wemby. First quarter, it was rough in the first quarter. Had just 2 total points, and ever since the start of the second quarter, he's looked like he's been a completely different player than what we saw in the first game. Out there on the floor, he is looking like the reason why he's the number 1 pick. First shot missed. Second shot at the free throw line, and that's good by Sharpe. So Sharpe finally on the board with his first point tonight. Wemby receives the pass at the midcourt logo. Sends it over to Julian Champagny now. for San Antonio. Champagny turned it over, stole away. Sharp soars up, punches it through. Shaden Sharp throwing it down with a right-handed hammer. So he's coming alive right now. Branham right to the cup. Branham missed an easy layup. Portland collects the rebound. Murray swings it out wide. Here's a three. DeVoe, laser beam, lights it up and drills it. Largest lead tonight for the Blazers, up by 16. 54-38. Looked like San Antonio was going to squeak their way right back into this game. And Portland going on a break. A steal, a jam made by Shaden Sharp. And then a missed layup on the other side of the floor. Around a group of defenders. Couldn't finish by Malachi Branham. Results in an open three in transition by Michael DeVoe of Portland. So the Spurs in deep trouble right now in this game. And Portland able to get out, explode. 5-zip run in the last, 20 seconds. $23 points right now in 16 minutes by Michael DeVoe. He is carrying Portland in this game. That's a 9 for 12 shooting, 4 for 5 from three-point range. Really finding his stroke tonight in this matchup. Wemby's got 16 with 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 5 for 7 shooting from the floor for Wemby. Yet to attempt a three. Has struggled tonight at the free throw line, just 6 for 9 tonight on free throws, but he was perfect in the last game at the line. But he's got 16 points in 15 minutes, just where his other teammates right now have just not helped out the cause. That's what the problem has been. Julian Champagny, Malachi Branham, they've been great all summer league. And then tonight, both of them combined to shoot the ball 0 for 12 from the floor with just 2 points and 37 total minutes combined. And both of them with just 1 point each at the free throw line by Champagny and Branham. And both of them just not looking like themselves tonight compared to what they were. Back to action, approaching the 7-minute mark left to go. Wemby, bounce pass to the key. Sissoko sends it over to Wemby. Takes the three. He airballed it. That come up well short. Not enough lift on that shot there for Wemby. DeVoe dribbles past midcourt. Bounce pass to the top. Goes over to Jabari Walker. Now around the perimeter over to Sharp. Sharp bounce pass out to the right elbow. Walker backs his way inside. Walker bobbles it, puts it up, and draws the foul. Malachi Branham picks up the personal. The clock will stop with 6:42. And this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here for Portland. Jabari Walker will shoot 2 shots. First one's good. Second shot's up off the back rim, missed. A rebound controlled by Sissoko. 6:35 left to go in the third. This is a part of a 10-zip run by the Blazers in the last 2 minutes. Lob goes to Wemby at the free throw circle. His pass over to a cutter to Wesley. Wesley gets fouled from behind. The foul picked up by Abo Baji. Scoot, unfortunately, is not playing tonight. He got injured in the last game of the third quarter with a shoulder injury for Scoot, so he's resting tonight, and he's out trying to rest up his shoulder. First one's good at the free throw line by San Antonio. Second shot by Blake Wesley. That one's good as well. If you guys are new to the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys are new here on the channel, we have 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Crossing the midcourt pressure is Portland. Loose ball, though. They lost at the block, and Wemby came up with a steal. Battle for the loose ball, and the Blazers commit a reach and foul. And that is charged to Baggi as he knocks down Wemby, who came up with a steal. So Wemby adds his first steal into the game now. 16 points, 8 rebounds with 1 steal and 2 blocks. What's good, Alex? Welcome back in, man. Much, much better night by Wemby. Malachi Branham looking for something, just 1 point, same as Champagny. Lobs it to Champagny. And we have a whistle and a reach and foul picked up by DeVoe. So the clock will stop with 6:10 left to go in the third. Check that. They will actually get a defensive technical committed by Portland on the last possession. So that results in a free throw, and that free throw is made by Branham. So San Antonio will get the ball. They're down by 14. Largest deficit, 16 just a moment ago. Inbound goes to Branham. Sends it on top to Wemby. Wemby takes the three. Off the rim, no good. And he got fouled. Late whistle by the officials. Wemby gets fouled, and this will be 3 shots coming up at the free throw line for Wembanyama. It's committed by number 41, Abu Baggi, out on the perimeter, contesting the 3 by Wemby. Yeah, he got him. He got him on the shooting hand right there. Wemby released the ball, got him right on the fingers. This is a big challenge tonight for Wemby. Going up against a strong, bulkier body center with Abu Baggi. Listed at 7'1", 240 pounds. Hey, best of luck there to Jonathan going to the Summer League upcoming for you. Best of luck there on Tuesday night, man. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely contacting that shot. So this will be 3 free throws coming up by Wemby, and chance to pull with an 11-point game coming up here at the line. If you guys are new to the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. On the channel here, I cover play-by-play basketball action, play-by-play both of NBA games and college hoops here on the channel. So we should have 3 free throws coming up here at the line for Wemby with 6:05 left to play in the third. He's doubling the number 2 scorer right now on his team. 16 points by Wemby, 8 points by Blake Wesley. The 2 that's dominated throughout the Summer League, Julian Champagny and Malachi Branham, both not showing up tonight, combining for just 3 points in 39 total minutes. The first free throw missed by Wemby. If there's a key part of his game from tonight that he can improve on in his next matchup, that will be free throws, as he goes 0 for 2 to start off his 3 shots at the free throw line. So right now, Wemby missed the first 2 free throws, and he's 6 for 11 tonight at the free throw line. Third free throw is good. 7 for 12. Blazers get the inbound in the backcourt with Sharp. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Sharp clears, sends it over to number 72, Ryan Rupert. Into the hands now of Michael DeVoe. DeVoe's been fantastic tonight in this game. He's the top scorer, 23 points in 16 minutes, shooting 9 for 12 from the floor. DeVoe's pass went to DeVoe, but got deflected out of bounds near side by Wesley. No Scoot Henderson tonight for Portland, out due to a shoulder injury suffered against Houston in the third quarter on Friday, but gotta like what you've been seeing from the Blazers here in this game. Michael DeVoe doing a great job, leads into one, missed off the mark, and the rebound hauled in by Wemby as that results anyway in a shot clock violation. So Wemby still stays at 8 rebounds. It didn't hit any sort part of the rim as the shot clock was winding down off the miss by Michael DeVoe. 5:41 left to play in the third. Blake Wesley on the floor with Eric Stevenson, Malachi Branham, Wemby, and Sissoko. Wemby flicks it out left corner over to Stevenson. His pass deflected through traffic. Wesley tried to scoop it up. Couldn't. Ball got stolen away by Jonathan Williams from Buffalo. Pass midcourt with DeVoe. DeVoe. Cross-court pass right corner over to Sharp. Sharp. Step back 3 in the air at the wing. Missed off the mark. No good. And the ball knocked out of bounds off the shoe of Abo Badji of Portland. 5:11 left to play. Wembanyama will take a seat on the bench now for San Antonio, so Wemby will check out of the game. Got to get something other than Wemby going on in tonight's action here. Branham takes the open 3. Branham off the mark, no good. Missed the 3, tapped out of bounds, and it will stay Spurs basketball. Those are looks that he usually makes. Just tonight just hasn't been their game between Champagny and Branham. Just haven't been able to find any sort of rhythm tonight. Inbound to the top goes to Barlow. Barlow gives it over to Branham. Branham turns the corner, floats to the runner. Off the rim, no good, and the rebound controlled at the baseline by Shaedon Sharp of Portland. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. Blazers have possession. Top of the key with number 68, Dwap Reith. Handoff goes to Jacek Lottie. Lottie takes the 3, splashes it home for the triple. Got a lot of good international prospects on this team. Jumper from the free throw circle here. Connects on it. That's good by Dominic Barlow. 4:15 left to play in the third. Jacek Lottie running the point. Off to Shaedon Sharp. Sharp at the low block. Moves it outside to Lottie. Lottie defended by Wesley. We get a whistle. We get a foul. That's going to occur away from the basketball. Picked up by the Spurs. And the clock will stop with 4:08. Inbound goes to Lottie. Lottie at the top. Sends it out to the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass down low, underneath and missed off the glass. No good by Rupert. He did get fouled. Ryan Rupert will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Played this past season for the New Zealand Breakers for Rupert. First free throw is good. Second shot by Rupert right down the middle. 16-point lead. Another defensive battle here on the floor. San Antonio just right from the start couldn't get into a rhythm, shooting 16% from 3, 35% from the floor right now tonight. Eric Stevenson. At the top, Barlow. Handoff around the perimeter. That's a turnover. Barlow and Branham, miscommunication right there. And Barlow commits to travel. Just hasn't been their game tonight for San Antonio. Turnovers aplenty in this matchup. 13 by Portland. San Antonio... 13 by San Antonio, 9 by Portland. 3.5 left to play in the third. Driving to the low block, Rupert puts up the shot, missed off the mark. Stevenson collects the rebound, and we got bodies tangled up inside the key. looks like this is going to stay. Yeah, this will stay Blazers ball. That's committed by San Antonio. So inbound for Portland. Lottie backs his way, low post, puts up the shot, no good. Tipped up the Brandon for the defensive rebound. Wemby still on the bench currently. Pass ahead over to Stevenson. Stevenson gonna poke loose from behind, and that will go out of bounds off Stevenson. Turnover committed by San Antonio. Spurs just 2 for 9 shooting this quarter. We're down to the final 3 minutes left to play in the third. They've turned it over 14 times in this game for the Spurs. Jacek Lottie. Boosting on top to Rupert. Rupert dribbles up mid-block, takes the jumper, knocked down and fouled. And he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line as we're under 3 minutes left to go in the third. City Sissoko, the one who picks up the personal. And we'll take a timeout on the floor as well. Portland by 16 right now in this game. What's good, Daniel? Welcome back to the stream, man. If you guys are new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Right now, we're just on the timeout. Just under 3 minutes left to play. As we are in the third quarter, Wemby, the top scorer for San Antonio, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks by Wemby. Much better game. He really needs to improve in his free throw shooting in this, compared to what he's had tonight, because he has struggled tonight. 7 for 12 at the free throw line. Other than that, he's been great. He scored 17 points in 17 minutes and 5 for 8 shooting from the floor. So we come back to action here. 2 shots on the free throw line by San Antonio, or by Portland. The first one missed off the mark by Ryan Rupert, number 72. Wemby still on the bench right now for the Spurs. Second free throw. No good. Around the rim and out. Rebound collected by Sissoko. San Antonio with possession. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third. Top of the key, Branham takes the 3. Off the front, no good. Offensive rebound, Bideako sends it over to Branham. Branham drives downhill to the rim, and that'll be charged a blocking foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Malachi Branham. Just trying to get something to go tonight. Right now, it's been great throughout the other Summer League games. Started over 30 games this past season. Tonight, though, just not his night. 0 for 10 shooting, 1 point in 24 total minutes. Wemby's got a Band-Aid right now on his right cheek. So Wemby sitting on the bench has a Band-Aid on his right cheek. And the first shot, no good. Missed off the mark by Branham. Yeah, that would be wild. Wemby with a sky hook. And Branham just can't get anything tonight. Second free throw. Got it. He's got 2 points now. You can obviously see that he's frustrated by his lack of performance tonight in this game. Started a third of his team's games, over a third of his team's games this past season, and struggling tonight in the Summer League. That's an offensive foul picked up by Portland, and a legal screener set by the Blazers, so that's a turnover. Almost 40% of the games he played this past season as a starter for Branham. Branham missed the layup. He is now 0 for 12 shooting. Here goes Portland, coast to coast, no good. The putback's there, though, for 2. 62-45, 2:15 left to go. Branham keeps on trying, rejected off the bottom part of the backboard. It goes out of bounds. It will still stay San Antonio basketball. Gotta like the defensive instincts in this game. Justin Minaya, number 23, Janethan Williams from Buffalo on the floor providing that hustle. Champagny will check back into the game as well. Champagny and Branham combining for 0 for 17 shooting, 4 points, and a grand total of 44 minutes. Jumper good. Stevenson connects to the baseline for the Spurs. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Top of the key. Here's a 3 straight away. Off the mark, missed by Jazik Lottie. The putback is there, though. Up and in, through for 2, plus 1 coming up at the free throw line by Dwap Reith of Portland. They've got some big, strong, big men on this team. And Bediako, he's just so active on the glass, but tonight he's just not there. Bediako, a physical type of motor, and tonight he's just getting out-hustled. Bediako couldn't come up with that rebound, get tapped to the bounds, last touch by San Antonio. So Julian, so he's the brother of, the one who plays on the Celtics. I think Julian and Justin. $1:56 left to go in the third. This third quarter's going by pretty slow, considering we play 10 minutes of Summer League action. Baseline drive. Pass. Intercepted, but wow, he did stay in bounds and he drew it off a defender. It's incredible instincts right there by Sidi Sissoko. This will be San Antonio ball. It's a great heads-up play by Sissoko. I'm actually going to take down this poll because right now the score is very lopsided. 1:40 left to play in the third quarter. Wemby is back in the game. Wemby receives the pass. Wembanyama takes the 2, missed off the mark. Rebound collected by Portland. Final minute and a half left to play in the third. Blazers have it. Baseline drive, shovel to the cutter, couldn't get it, missed off the mark, blocked from behind by Barlow, and it wasn't clean though. That's going to be a blocking foul. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Dwap Reith, number 68. First one's good. Second one's good. Hey, what's good, Sister Surround? Welcome back in. 1:20 left to play in the third. Victor Wembanyama, much better game tonight. 17 points, 9 rebounds, currently 5 for 9 shooting. Kick to the corner, open 3 for the Spurs. Got it. That's a made 3 from the outside by Sidi Sissoko. It's a 16-point game. Final minute left to go in the third. Showing the deep range. Off the mark, no good. And Wemby collects the defensive rebound. Up the floor, Sissoko. Behind the back pass over to Barlow. Barlow, baseline drive. Kick out to Sissoko. Catch and fire 3. And we'll have a whistle picked up beforehand with a foul. The clock will stop with 51 seconds. .51 seconds left to play in the third. Sissoko, the inbound passer. Finds Wemby. Wembanyama around the perimeter. Handoff to Stevenson. Wemby sets the screen. Stevenson rises for the jumper. Missed off the mark. He had a wide open Wemby at the top of the key and couldn't find him. Portland up by 16 with the basketball. Driving in between the teeth of the defense. And the pass got deflected to the corner. It went. And it goes off of a body out of bounds. Looks like it was off of Stevenson last, so this will stay Portland ball. Hey, what's good, Warren? Welcome back in. Got 32 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Yep, and the Blazers will keep the possession. So Portland inbounds. Here's a three off the inbound and a rainbow taken, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, blocked by Barlow to the corner. It goes. Portland still with it for the shot clock. Here's a three taken at the wing, missed off the mark, no good by Chris Murray, and the rebound controlled by Barlow. Barlow up the floor, Sellers, Barlow right to the cup, throws it down, slicing defenders with a two-handed jam. 66-52, 10 seconds left to go, an explosive dunk going coast to coast off the rebound by Dominic Barlow. 5 seconds left to go. Portland drives inside the paint, shovel, deflected, intercepted on the pass in the key, and a buzzer sounds as we close out through 3. It's 66-52 Portland. Wemby with a band-aid on his right cheek. This would be a much better game if his teammates had stepped up tonight, but Malachi Branham, a horrifically poor game for him tonight. Well-off night, along with his teammate Julian Champagny. Both with only 2 points scored, shooting 0 for 17 combined from the floor tonight. And that's in a grand total of 46 minutes. Those two players have scored 4 points combined. Wemby tonight, 17 points, 10 rebounds with a double-double, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 5 for 9 shooting in 18 minutes. Only 2 players double figures tonight for San Antonio. The other being Dominic Barlow with 11. Top scorer is Michael DeVoe in the game for Portland. 23 points for DeVoe. 13 points from the bench by Dwap Reith of Portland. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. It's a sold-out, packed house, once again, for Summer League action. Everybody there to see Wemby. Portland gets the inbound, right to left in the floor for the Blazers as we start off the fourth quarter. Shaedon Sharpe crosses midcourt, puts the ball into the hands of DeVoe. DeVoe, the top scorer of the game with 23. Top of the key, Chris Murray. Off inside the key. Here's a turnaround. Banks it. Open up the bank right there for Shaedon Sharpe as he drills the 2 at the free throw circle. Shaedon Sharpe had a struggling game tonight with his offense. Just 5 total points in 26 minutes, but that's his best one he's got all game. Here's a jumper. Connects. Spurs with a shot. Deep 2 made by Barlow off the turnaround. 9:15 left to go in the fourth. Outside, the ball goes into the hands of Walker. Sends it on top, over to DeVoe. DeVoe spin move inside the key, passes to a cutter. Sharpe. Sharpe soars up, throws it down with a two-handed flush. Weaves his way right around defenders, 2 to do that. 9 minutes left to play in the fourth. Outside the Barlow. Barlow dribbles towards his left, bounce pass, cutter, Champagny, backdoor, scores the layup up and in off the backboard. 70-56 now. Finally, both of these teams starting to pick up on the scoring. DeVoe lost the handle behind his back and got touched by Wesley out of bounds, though. Wesley tried to go for the gamble. Off his fingertips, it went out of bounds, so will stay. Portland basketball. 8:48 left to go. Inbound top of the key goes off to DeVoe. Puts the ball towards his right into the hands of Abu Badji. Hand off to DeVoe. DeVoe dribbles up. as he floats up the shot inside the key, goes wide left of the rim, contested by Barlow as the ball goes back to San Antonio. Champagny bounce past Barlow, top of the free throw circle, hand off over to Branham, swings it out to the left wing. Wesley takes the three up, missed off the back iron, and the rebound controlled by Walker. 8:20 remaining in the fourth. They're going to slow it down for the Blazers. Taking their time with their possessions now with a comfortable 14-point lead, launching from deep. Missed off the back rim, no good by Sharp, and the rebound controlled by the Spurs. Burst the speed of Wesley right to the cup. Gets right past the defense, and he scores up and in off the backboard. 12-point game. Blake Wesley with a layup. 8 minutes left to play. Blazers with possession. Shaedon Sharp at the top of the key. Ball gets poked loose. Ball gets stolen away. Blake Wesley, huge strides right to the rim. He scores again. Up and through. Good for two off the steal. Wesley pickpockets Shaedon Sharp. We get a 10-point game, 70-60. Blake Wesley, just a strong athletic driver with a great burst of speed. Head full of steam up the floor. Back-to-back buckets at the rim by Wesley. This game right now is getting rather interesting. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well here on this one tonight. Wemby been able to do his thing, especially in the second quarter. He's been more so silent the remaining part of his game, but majority of the bulk of the scoring has been done in the second quarter tonight by Wemby. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 5 for 9 shooting in 21 minutes. He has struggled at the free throw line tonight, just 7 for 12 at the free throw line for Wemby. So going into his next Summer League game, that's going to be a big point of emphasis. He was great in the last game at the line. 4 for 4 he went. Nothing but net with those free throws. But today, just missing a lot of them short. Aiden, welcome in. Yeah, unfortunate. $7:29 left to go. There's going to be 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Michael DeVoe of Portland as he missed the first free throw. We're back from the timeout. Second shot's good, 71-60. 7:25 left to go in the fourth. Wemby back on the floor. So we have a whistle and a foul picked up. Quick reach and foul picked up by Portland. Inbound. Here's Wemby. Takes the 3. Laser beam. He's got it. It's an 8-point game. Wemby is first 3 made in the night off the inbound. 7:10 left to go. Wemby's got 20 now with 10 rebounds tonight. Drills his first triple. Shovel downhill at the rim. And the Blazers scored a bucket. They will not count the bucket, though, as there was a foul that occurred before the shot. Clock will stop with 7:05. Wemby got the band-aid right now on his right cheek. Starting to step up as a leader, communicating to his teammates. Wemby sending over the three over Abu Baji. Bulky big man at 7'1", 240. Here's a corner three contested by Wemby. Right back, that is good for Portland. Jabari Walker drills the three for the Blazers. 6:50 left to go. Barlow receives the pass, swings it out to the wing over to Branham. Branham turns the corner, drives with the left hand. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Portland, but a late whistle. And the foul picked up here to the floor, charged to the Blazers. Malachi Branham just got to accept his role tonight and know that he is struggling. Got to get other players involved. Branham tonight, 0 for 13 shooting. Branham 0 for 13 in this game. Champagnie 1 for 6. He has accepted the role, though, as Champagnie has been able to allow his other teammates to be able to score much more. Wemby sends it over to Branham. Branham dribbles up to the free throw circle. Rises for the J. 15-footer. Oh, he airballed it. Malachi Branham 0 for 14 shooting tonight. 6.5 left to go. Blazers come up with a basketball. DeVoe drives. DeVoe swings it downhill to the rim. That's good. Shaden Sharp up and through. It's good for 2 with a layup. 13-point lead for the Blazers. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to play. Branham, top of the key. Lobs over to Wemby. Double teams. Wemby inside the low post pivot. Puts it up. Puts it through. It's good for 2. Up and off the backboard. Wemby having a night, up to 22 points now. 5:55 remaining in the fourth. Wemby coming alive tonight. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome on the stream here, man. Glad to have you back in. Hey, I hope you enjoy the party there. That's awesome there, man. Wemby's going to take a seat on the bench. Just cannot believe it. Malachi Branham hasn't got anything tonight in this game. Branham right now will go back to the bench as well. Skip pass, right quarter. 3 on its way for Portland. Missed off the back iron. Wesley collects the defensive rebound. Wemby on the bench. Wesley, Champagnie, Stevenson, Barlow, and Sissoko. That's the 5 on the floor as Barlow got contacted into by Baji, and Baji picks up the reach and foul for Portland. Clock will stop with 5:30. Inbound goes to Stevenson for San Antonio. Hand off to Wesley. Swings it cross court over to Champagnie. Champagnie top of the key, working one-on-one on Sharp. Gets past Sharp. And Sharp trying to see what direction this will go into. Okay, so that will result in a technical defensive 3-second violation by Portland, and the free throw at the line gets missed by Wesley. Inbound back to San Antonio. Bucket here, they can pull within single digits. Blake Wesley. Over to Champagnie, moves the ball. Champagnie swings it in the key to Barlow. Takes the jumper. Got it. 14-footer straight away by Dominic Barlow. Low key. He's had a pretty solid game tonight. Barlow up to 15. Number 2 scorer behind Wemby. Shaden Sharp. 5 minutes left to play with it at the right wing. Pick gets set by Badgie. Swings it out to the left wing perimeter. Wesley battling for that loose ball. Great hands right there. Blake Wesley forces the turnover. Active hands down the near side of the floor as the Spurs have it back. It's a 9-point game. Wesley slicing defenders to the rim. Knocked down. He gets fouled. Blake Wesley coming up to the free throw line with 2 shots coming up with 4:45 remaining. Like what I've seen from Blake Wesley tonight. He can drive it. He is into another gear. He's taking it up on the floor. He's got 13 points tonight for Blake Wesley. Second season from Notre Dame. 2 shots here at the line for Wesley. First one's good. 76-68. That was the final score of Friday that San Antonio won against Charlotte. Second free throw by Wesley, right through the chute. Getting interesting right now. It's a 7-point game with 4:45 left to play. Crossing midcourt with the Blazers, this is Michael DeVoe. Player of the game he has been today. Moves the ball right corner, throwing it down with a tomahawk jam. Oh, baby, Justin Minaya throws it down, cutting baseline right to the hoop with a right-handed flush. Showing some big-time explosiveness right there. Tearing down a roof shack by Minaya. +1 coming up at the free throw line. Going up against Champagnie. Drives baseline. Soars up. Jams it. Followed from behind by Minaya. Wow, they're actually going to erase the 2 points off the board. He step out of bounds? I guess so. 76-71 is the tip-in is good, and we got a completely change of case in this game right now. So instead of a 9-point game, it's a 5-point game. 4 minutes left to play. They'll try again, slicing defenders. Miss layup, no good by Sharp. And a foul committed on the floor off the rebound. As Barlow came up with a rebound, this is going San Antonio's way. Over the back call, picked up by Shaedon Sharp. Well, that's a big call on the floor right there. Instead of a 9-point game, we get a 5-point game. Minaya, he tore it down with the right hand, but he did step out of bounds in the baseline. So great catch right there by the officials. And this ball gets poked loose. Wesley lost it out of bounds. It was last touch by Minaya. Great pressure defense by Minaya. You got to look at this dude tonight, and even though it might have not produced the best that he could in the box score, still you got to look at his hustle. Wemby takes it downhill to the rim. That's an offensive foul. Wemby lowers the shoulder. He lowers the boom right into a Blazer. That is Jabari Walker who takes the charge, and Wemby picks up the offensive foul. That's his first personal foul tonight. Corner 3 in the air. Minaya, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound hauled in by Barlow. 3:35 left to go. Champagnie has it out the right wing. Sends it over to Barlow, top of the key. Barlow, the basket deflected. Poke loose here. Taking it right to the jam. Throwing it down as Minaya finally gets something. 78. Quick update, they have upgraded the previous shot by San Antonio, which was a 2, upgraded to a 3 at 78-72, leading in. Cannot get anything. Branham gets fouled, though, and Branham will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Malachi Branham. 1 for 15 tonight for Malachi Branham. Hey, what's good, Ron? Welcome back in the stream, man. Malachi Branham kind of looks like Jaylen Brown with no beard. 2 shots at the free throw line. First one's good by Branham. 5-point game, making it interesting right here. They were down as many by 16 at one point for San Antonio. Second shot. Off the front rim, missed. Slapped away by Champagnie. Could not come up with a rebound. Yeah, things going pretty well. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Portland with the basketball, holding on to a 5-point lead. Here goes DeVoe. Double clutch, missed off the glass. Bodies colliding all over the place, and DeVoe gets knocked out hard, and DeVoe will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense, too, for Brad Wanamaker. I completely forgot about him. Three minutes left. DeVoe will shoot 2. First one, no good. The second one's there. 79-73, under 3 minutes left to go. Blake Wesley at the top of the key. Pass over to Branham. Branham lobs it down low. Wemby. Turn around. Wemby. And he gets it. Victor Wembanyama, good for 2 off the turnaround inside the key. Double teamed with 2.5 left to go, putting his team on his back. 24 points, 10 rebounds. 8 for 12 tonight, but the number 1 draft pick blocked out of bounds by Barlow from behind. It's going to stay Blazers basketball with 2.5 left to play. What a game by Wemby. We'll have the timeout taken on the floor right now. 79-75. Both teams with 1 timeout left. Battle to the finish in this one as we head over to the timeout. And wow, has this changed or what? Down by 16 points at one point, and the Spurs right in this game. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. A slow 6 quarters in the Summer League for Wemby, but ever since those slow 6 quarters, he has really poured it on. Once he entered the second quarter, he was on to his 6th quarter, and the first couple minutes were slow. Definitely in the first, the second for the first 2 minutes, and then after that, middle portion of the second quarter, he just took over, caught his rhythm, and got on fire. Hasn't looked back ever since for Wemby tonight. Wemby keeping his team right in this game. The development between Game 1 and Game 2. You know this dude watched and studied film. Living the nightmare of Game number 1 with Game number 2 looking like a video game from the second quarter and beyond in the second game of the Summer League for Wemby. Back to action, 4-point game. Michael DeVoe, top of the key. He's been great tonight. 3 in the shot clock. DeVoe dribbles up inside the key. DeVoe has to get something. DeVoe, did he get it off in time? No, he did not. Got blocked either way. Wemby coming up with a big, strong defense. It's going right back to the Spurs. Shot clock violation. Wemby rejecting Michael DeVoe. 3 blocks by Wemby now. 2:10 left to play. Wesley sends it over to Barlow, and the outside finds Branham. Branham over to Barlow. Handoff back to Branham. Branham turns the corner. Low block finds Wemby. Open 3 by Wemby. Oh, he gets it. Bang, bang. Victor Wembanyama, the number 1 draft pick. Right to the shoot. That is good. Pulls his team winning 1. 27 points by Wemby. Minute 45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Portland with a basketball. Sharp slicing defenders. Right to the rim. Missed the layup. Rebound control by Wemby. Wemby up the floor. Finds Wesley. Takes the 3. Off the front rim. Missed. DeVoe collects the defensive rebound. 1:30 left to go. Portland by 1 with the basketball. What a game. It's only the Summer League. The 3 taken by DeVoe. Lets it go through. That is good. Michael DeVoe. Huge night for him tonight. 4-point lead for Portland. San Antonio at 1-point trail by 16. They just pulled winning 1 a minute ago. Barlow rises for the jumper. 18-footer straight away. Connects. Dominic Barlow been great as well for San Antonio. He's got 17. 1:05 left to play. Blazers with a basketball. This game was incredibly slow. It was 19-8 after the first quarter. Would you ever imagine this would have turned out to be a battle to the finish, as that results in a goaltend by Champagny and the bucket awarded to Portland. 84-80 with 1 minute left to play. Shaedon Sharpe scores in the layup. It was a goaltend committed. That's close. Yeah, that is very close. Goaltend committed by Champagny. 50 seconds now. Wemby at the top. Hands it off to Wesley. Wesley turns the corner. Swings to that left wing. Branham launches from distance. Oh, he missed it. He airballed it. Malachi Branham airball. And that's been his game in a nutshell tonight. Branham 1 for 16. 6 points in 31 minutes. After having 3 strong games in the Summer League, tonight puts up an absolute dud. For a player that started approximately 40% of his team's games, missed off the mark. Wemby comes up with a defensive rebound. 20 seconds remaining. Gotta go. Here goes Wemby. Crossing midcourt 17. Wemby takes the 3 off 1 foot. Missed off the back rim, no good. 10 seconds remaining, and that should do it. The Blazers come up with a rebound, and the foul given by San Antonio with 8.6. They gave it all they got tonight. Victor Wembanyama with his 27. If he had gotten 30, I would have said, you the man, Wemby. So close, though, off a 1 foot leaning to his left. He bricked it off the back iron. Nothing you could do about that. You needed to get off something in the final 15 seconds. Inbound back to Portland. Portland now in the bonus as San Antonio commits another foul with 7.1 seconds. Before you sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. This actually turned out to be a great game tonight, considering that this was not great of a start. The score is 19-8 at one point as DeVoe just missed the first free throw. Still signs of life for San Antonio. The Spurs with 1 timeout left. DeVoe missed the first one. And if he misses the second one, it is on. If he misses the second one, you got to be thinking about taking a timeout. Second one is good, though. 5-point lead, 85-80, and now the timeout gets taken on the floor by the Spurs. The Spurs now take the timeout, 7.1 seconds left. One for 16 by Malachi Branham. His shot just wasn't there tonight, and he attempted the most shots out of anybody. You got a red-hot Wemby, and Wemby shot 9 for 14 from the floor. 27 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks tonight by Wemby. Lighting it up in the Summer League. Honestly, would not be shocked if this is the last Summer League game of Wemby, because this one just... he just looks by far league ready. Like, he's showing you what he's got tonight. Just delivering on all levels tonight for Wemby. 17 by Barlow, 14 by Blake Wesley. 3 guys in double figures, whereas Champagny and Branham combine for just 10 total points tonight in this game in 51 total minutes. Michael DeVoe had a great game. He's the top scorer, 29 points for Portland by DeVoe. Double-double came from Jabari Walker, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 13 points by Dwap Reith off the bench for the Blazers. 7 seconds left. Not to be ashamed about. It's the Summer League here. So even though Wemby's team is going to come down with a loss tonight, nothing that this young man should be ashamed about. This dude just looked like a video game out there on the floor. You got to be so excited what you're going to get out of Wemby if you're San Antonio. 7 seconds left. Inbound to Wemby. Wemby hand off to Branham. Branham takes another shot. Branham well off the mark. Just not seeing the rim correctly, and that's the ball game. Malachi Branham tonight. Not the story of the game as he finishes 1 for 17. And in a nutshell, his struggles just never allowed San Antonio to have an opportunity to take a lead and be able to win this game. So his struggles really, really dampen the chances of San Antonio. But we got to look to the bright side tonight. You got Wemby with 27 points, 12 rebounds. I mean, he's the reason why you're the number 1 draft pick. And dude is incredibly mature. Must have watched a ton of film after he struggled in game 1. Took him a little bit to get acclimated. And then game number 2 just goes off, second quarter beyond, finds his rhythm. And the dude looked like a machine tonight. 27 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 9 for 14 shooting. A point a minute by Wemby, 27 points in 27 minutes on just 14 total shots. And this game goes final. Portland picks up the victory, 85-80. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream. Before I do sign off, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to take tomorrow off from streaming. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you know when I do go back live. It'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. I hope to be back live. I'm going to be off tomorrow, though. Got some stuff I want to work on for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys upcoming early on in this week. I'll see you guys next. And thanks all for joining in, tuning in here on this Sunday night. Seeing the Wemby once again in a much, much better game for Wemby tonight in this one. We'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of these streams. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, TMC, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Ice Baby, Michael Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Ronaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Chuck, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, Emmanuel, Robin, and Dave. Thanks all for joining in, being a part in the stream tonight. Portland wins 85-80 in the Summer League. Wemby with a great game. He had 27 points, 12 rebounds with 3 blocks, a 9 for 14 shooting. 7'3" dude really showing up in the brightest light tonight for Victor Wembanyama. And see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and hope to see you guys back in a couple of days. Thanks all for joining in. See you guys later.